A living income. It is a fundamental human right. Every person should earn enough to be able to live a decent life. But the reality looks quite different, especially in the global south, from where we obtain many agricultural raw materials. Many farming families do not have enough money despite working hard. Most of the time, income does not even cover costs of living. Children have to work instead of attending school. In order to change the situation of these farming families in the long term, all stakeholders have to contribute. Farmer cooperatives, companies, governments and civil society organizations, also in the consumer countries. Farmer income depends on many factors, such as good farming conditions, equality, quality and profitability. In order to improve farmer incomes, we focus on one region and work there together with all associated stakeholders across all raw materials to ensure the provision of living incomes. This means that the companies ensure transparent and long-term trade relations and pay fair prices. Thereby, farmers reach more profit, which they can use, for instance, to buy new and different seedlings and fertilizers in order to increase the variety of crops. This can result in better quality crops and higher yields. Quality and quantity can also be increased through farmer training. Farmers' cooperatives, national governments and companies have a responsibility. For instance, farmers are trained to adapt their methods to climate change, conserve resources, and store their products properly. In addition to agriculture, they also need additional sources of income. In this regard, companies and governments are particularly important, since they can create new jobs. If women earn money too, family incomes and hence financial security increases. And if there is enough income provided by the adults in the household, then children no longer have to work. In order to enable the basic conditions for improving incomes, functioning infrastructure such as healthcare and educational institutions, the enforcement of human rights, the prohibition of child labour and international forest conservation agreements are required. The involvement of the governments in the producing countries is highly important. Governments of consumer countries can establish trade commitments and create policies that promote fairly sourced products via tax incentives, for example. Through all of these measures, we could enable small-scale farming families to earn a living income and achieve a decent standard of living. Together for a fairer world. For more information, visit living-income.com.